Well, hello everyone, I'm Adam Papagan. Welcome to another episode of There's a Place, the ASMR talk show, the show that feels good to hear. I spend a lot of time on this show, plugging other people, plugging their projects, their stand-up comedy, their bands, whatever. But tonight, I'm going to plug a little project of my own. Get it out there to the There's a Place listeners and viewers, if any. So as many of you know, I do the O.J. Simpson tour, and it is my dream to get a Ford Bronco to do the tour in, because the Bronco is so iconic, and then I'll turn the back into an O.J. museum. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, but there's some financial challenges, and I really don't make that much money on the O.J. tour, so this is just a hobby that I want to take to the next level. And I need your help doing that. I started a crowdfunding campaign to actually purchase a Bronco, make an O.J. Simpson museum, drive around Brentwood, do a tour. So if you go to the ojtour.com, there's a link on there that you can donate. Seriously, if you're in the sound of my voice, you should consider doing this, at least sharing the link. Because, from my perspective, I'm like, I gotta put it out there, and then people will come and support it. You are the people. Don't forget that. You have the power. If it's the people versus O.J. Simpson, well, then it should be the people who get the Bronco. You could do that. So check out the crowdfunding campaign. Got a little tip already from just putting the energy out there. A friend of mine, Jill Shively, was a witness actually to not the murders, but she saw O.J. fleeing the scene of the crime. I met her through the O.J. scene, and she contacted me saying a friend of hers has a very similar Bronco he might be looking to sell. Talked to the guy today. He doesn't know how much he wants for it yet, but he plays drums in a Led Zeppelin cover band, and he uses the Bronco to transport his drums to Led Zeppelin cover band show concerts. So a good sign, I think. Well, folks, I'm real excited about our guest tonight. I'm always excited. No offense to any past guests, but tonight I think is going to be good. This is a young man who has been on this show before, but I didn't meet him in person. It was when Kenny Lyon was guest hosting. So, you saw the Kenny Lyon version, or maybe you haven't, you can go back and watch, but he's going to do a little bit different. He's an actor, comedian. Please welcome Bill Kottkamp. Hey, doing, Bill?
Great, how are you?
Doing really well. So you were on the show in October, I believe.
Yeah.
This past year. How has your life changed since that moment?
Well, I did a movie, I did another movie.
You've done 2 movies just based on your exposure from the show.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
How many movies have you been in total?
This was my, I think it was my fourth.
4 movies.
Yeah.
How's that like working in the movies? Like
How
when
is
you're
working in the movie?
Yeah. Do you like that environment?
It's really nice.
I've been in one movie, and it was tight.
Yeah.
They feed you.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was very hard.
Yeah, it's not hard.
It's like really easy.
Yeah, I think if you're doing drama, it's hard.
Maybe, and you gotta like get into the character.
Or you're like the star, that's hard.
That could be some pressure,
if you're working like 26 days and like you're carrying the movie.
That's true.
That would be hard. But I don't know, I think it'd be hard if you were stressed. I don't think it'd be hard. I think it'd be more fun. I kind of don't like not carrying things, so.
You don't like not?
I would rather do more, not less.
Oh, you would want to be the star of the movie. You would want to be John Travolta.
Yeah, not John Travolta. I don't want to be John, no.
Why not? He's cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be him either, though.
Nah, I don't want to be John.
You're on a first name basis with him, though?
That's his first name?
That's when you're in the movies, I guess. That's what happens.
Yeah, I call him Travie when I'm alone.
Travie. That's his space nickname, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. You were in, well, I'll ask you about that later. I've seen you ever since I saw you on this show. I've seen you in a bunch of commercials.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I think it's that guy who was on There's a Place.
Yeah.
So you've been in a couple commercials. How does being in a commercial compare to being in a movie?
Well, being in a commercial is probably the best job ever, because you work like a day.
Yeah.
And then you make money for like as long as it runs.
Yeah. And if it's a national spot, you can make like
you can make good money.
You make pretty good money for a day's work.
Yeah. If it's cable, it's like a little less, and then if it's internet, it's like it's not bad, but it's not like a life. You can't live off of an internet commercial.
But I've seen you auto insurance,
Yeah.
I think, a lawyer.
Yeah.
It was a service to get referred
Yeah.
to a lawyer. Avo, yeah. You don't have to say the name. I mean, you're off the clock. You don't have to continue.
I've been dropped from Avo.
Did they drop you?
They drop it after. Otherwise, they have to pay you like way more. If they hold you for more than 2 years, they have to give you like $10,000 or some shit.
Oh, so that, yeah, so like the...
To hold on to your image.
Yeah, so like the progressive lady, she's probably set, you think?
Yeah. She makes millions off of the contract. Movies are actually worse money than commercials. Surprisingly.
Really? At the
lower levels.
Yeah.
Like if you're just playing like a bit part in a movie, you make like $1,000.
Scale or something.
If you work a day, you make like $1,000. But if you work a day on a commercial, you could make potentially you could make hundreds of thousands. Now you don't. Guys, that's not normal. That's very abnormal now to make 100,000 on one spot. But that's what it used to be.
But to get all these commercials, you have a certain look.
Yeah.
I'm guessing is what they call it, what a casting director would call it. How would you describe what your look, like what is getting you these roles?
I look like a likable burnout.
Likable? Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I'm like a burnout where you're like, they're a burnout,
doofus.
but they're not dirty. Like they take showers. So.
Lovable kind of...
lovable burnout.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of your style.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it.
Oh, you like your image?
Yeah, I'm gonna shed it like a butterfly one day.
So
I'm gonna get buff and
cut your hair.
Book a Marvel movie. That's my goal.
But those Marvel movies a lot of times will have a burnout guy.
Yeah, that's true. I could be the burnout in the Marvel.
Yeah, like you witness Captain America save somebody.
Yeah, but I want to be like the name. I want to be the name.
Yeah.
You gotta be buff.
If you get in as the burnout guy in a Marvel movie, is that serious money? Do you get royalties?
You probably would make a lot more if you booked a Marvel movie, yeah. Because people actually buy those.
Yeah.
People are collecting them and stuff. So but if you book a movie and nobody buys the DVD. Speaking of that, buy Fist Fight on Blu-ray.
Yeah, so you were in Fist Fight.
I was in Fist Fight, yeah.
That was a pretty big movie.
It was a big movie.
And your part was as a...
masturbating teenager.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but burnout.
Yeah.
And I'm not just masturbating, I'm not ashamed of it. Because there's nothing wrong with masturbating in the bathroom.
That's the place to do it, really, if you're going to have to do it in public.
If you're an addict like I was.
In this movie?
Yeah.
Did you have to do any research?
Not at all. No research.
You didn't
I didn't
have to, you didn't need to?
I didn't know I was doing research.
Oh, got it, okay.
Apparently everybody else who auditioned for the role was really embarrassed, and that's why I booked it, was because I wasn't embarrassed. I was just like, you've seen this.
I saw that picture, so you're in a scene with Charlie Day.
Yeah.
You're in Ice Cube, did you hang out with him?
I hung out with him at the rap party.
I'm sure, yeah.
For
he doesn't really,
2 minutes.
That guy has hung out with a lot of people, so.
Yeah. With celebrities, I always am I'm not really gonna get anything out of talking to them, and they're not.
They're for sure
really not.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna get like maybe a story and a photo, and I won't tell anybody the story because it's like weird to tell people. It's like, if people ask me about like, oh, who have you met, what's going on, I'll tell them, but I'm not just like going around like, yeah, I fucking, like, I don't know.
Yeah, celebrities definitely. Oh crap! Shoot. How'd
You're
you
not
caught
supposed
that?
to wear your shoes.
No, well, people still do it. I respect the rules.
I respect the rules.
I forgot. I was a little
My
late.
socks only on the drum box.
Yeah, and quiet down too.
My bad.
Yeah.
I'm
And
getting loud.
if we're going to the rules,
Yeah.
the show just kind of gets louder as it
Yeah,
progresses.
it's
So
hard, it's
I'm
hard.
trying to stay on top of that. What do you think of this format as a show? As someone who, like, walked me through coming on the show, because I wasn't here, like, Kenny told you to just come and you just said, yeah, you would do it.
Yeah, I
so
love
walk, he's great. Walk me through your impressions of, like, of ASMR show where two people just kind of talk.
I like it because it stays calmer. There's less bits.
But when Kenny told you the format, were you just like, oh, okay? Or
I
you're
think
like,
I've seen it before.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So, yeah, I guess that's a diplomatic, nice answer. I wasn't going to get, you're not going to be like, yeah, you suck.
No.
I'm surprised I'm back.
No, no.
Can't believe
I
I'm
like
in this
talking.
dump again.
I like to talk quietly. Yeah, it's nice.
I think I saw you once at Whole Foods 365.
Yeah, I go there.
You go there a lot?
Yeah, it's a good place.
I wasn't sure if it was you or if it was like a really aggressive commercial. If it was like real life, like you would, because I've seen you in so many commercials.
Like I commissioned a hologram.
Or Whole Foods did.
Yeah, Whole Foods commissioned a hologram.
Yeah.
Of me to shop. That's the next level.
Yeah.
They
could though.
Yeah. Well, it's already happening. Just us talking about it.
That's, wow.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Gotta promote that.
I'm promoting Curious George right now. We're promoting this blank building behind me.
It's a Bank of America. You can't see the logo back here.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
What do you think the difference, is there a line between like, because like you can wear a Curious George hat because you like Curious George and you want to, convey that to people.
Okay.
Or you could wear a Curious George hat because you want to advertise.
Yeah.
Like if you're wearing a hat you got for free, it's advertising. Like where's the line? Like does it have to be?
My business teacher told me, Coke cans.
Yeah.
The reason that it just says Coke everywhere is because then every time you're drinking a Coke, you're not just drinking a Coke, you're also advertising Coke. So it's like anything you want to just wear, like you're advertising like the Smurfs.
But I kind of like the Smurfs.
Yeah.
I like the shirt overall though.
But I guess you're not though. The Smurfs would not, the Sony would not approve of this.
Probably not.
Yeah, Sony would be like, this is suggesting something. But is that official merge?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
A thrift store,
Yeah.
But like, okay, to use your Coke example, do you like Coke?
I love Coke, yeah.
So would you wear a Coke t-shirt just to be like, yeah, I'm into this?
No.
You wouldn't, because
It's
that's
too big of a
advertising.
brand. I wouldn't want photos of me with a brand that big.
What about like McDonald's shirt, but not just like the logo of McDonald's, like from like a regional McDonald's?
If it had
Like
the
it said,
logo,
like-
if it had the logo, I want it.
Just the M, you wouldn't do it?
No. If it was like the flapjack guy,
Yeah.
maybe the flapjack guy.
Speedy.
Yeah,
That's his
I would
name.
wear a Speedy shirt because that's like a deep cut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about, I have a shirt for the fast food restaurant across the street, Pioneer Chicken.
Yeah.
Used to be a big chain. Now there's only 2 locations left.
See, that's fine.
That's fine?
Yeah. They're not doing well. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I guess if if you wear like a band shirt, it's you want to like help the band out. Like listen to them, like go to their
Yeah, you
shows,
like the band, yeah.
Yeah, so you're trying to.
But putting on like a McDonald's shirt, or like People wear shirts that just say Gap on them.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know how Gap convinced people that just wearing
Advertising.
why would you advertise that? First of all, why would you advertise that you shop at the Gap? And then that's it. That's all there is. There's no other points.
Well, it makes a statement that you can get it together to shop at the store where a lot of other people shop, so you can fit in.
Yeah, it's showing that you are fitting in, I guess.
It's just important to a lot of people.
It really is.
Makes it easier. Do you feel like you fit in?
I think I do, even though I am not trying to fit in. I think it makes me fit in.
Mm-hmm.
Because technically part of culture is people who stand out, so by that nature I fit in, because everywhere I go I fit into the same mold. Like, it's not like,
because you're the guy with the long hair, the burnout looking guy, who's harmless.
Like like, I wear bright colors, and I'm rarely mean. I just fit in with most people. It's like,
talk about your style a little bit.
I mean, I just try to shop at secondhand stores for both ethical reasons and because I think cooler clothes are there.
I see you got the tag still on your...
That's just because I'm lazy.
Okay.
This one was for sale, but it's not for sale. I'm not selling this one.
Yeah, out of the closet?
I would sell this. Yeah, out of my closet.
No, the store out of the closet.
Oh yeah, I know, out of the closet.
Did you get that there?
No, this is from Boston.
Oh.
This is from Boston. This is from Boston.
You do a lot of clothes shopping? We got stores here.
I know, but I was visiting Boston for like a month.
For a month? What are you doing out there for a month?
I was working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was doing a movie.
For a month?
Yeah.
Which movie? Can you talk about it?
It's called Who Do You Think Would Win? It's on deadline. I don't think it's titled yet. I shouldn't have said that. Fuck. I'm gonna get sued.
I don't think you have to worry about it.
It's not called that. I just was playing a prank.
Yeah.
It's got David Spade and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's a deadline. It's on deadline. You can deadline it. They could change the name, or they're gonna announce the name.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna get sued. I hope not. Mr. Sandler, please don't sue me.
Were you working with David Spade and Adam Sandler, like, directly?
I've worked with David Spade 2 days, and I'm like a friend of the lead, who's his son, so I really don't have a lot to do with Spade.
Okay.
There's a joke that David Spade forgets who I am, so he doesn't know who I am.
Was that because before you ever got into doing comedy or acting or whatever, I'm sure you knew who David Spade was.
Yeah.
And you maybe never even thought that much about him. You're just like, oh yeah, there's David Spade, bye-bye, Tommy Boy, like, or whatever.
Yeah.
Was there any moment where you're like, this is weird that I'm with David Spade right now? Or it's just kind of part of your life, so?
I mean, it's a little bit of both. It's like, it was pretty crazy, I guess, to be like, oh wow, this is like a legend I'm working with, and like, he's done SNL and so much stuff, and just like Emperor's New Groove. He's like the voice of the llama. Like, that's pretty tight, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's like, and I didn't say any of this to him, but I feel like I could have, but I didn't. And it feels weird, but it also is like, I try to treat it like it's normal. Yeah, well, it is normal for you. Yeah, it's become normal. You're reaching up. So you're a pretty young guy. Yeah. You've been in the entertainment business for a long time. Since I was 19, yeah. So 19. Did you, and if Kenny covered any of this, did you just go straight from high school into doing show business? Yeah, pretty much. It took me like a year to get anything, but that's like really short, so. Was that your plan? Like, instead of college, you're just gonna do show business, or I went to community college and pretended like I was treating it seriously. Mm-hmm. Like, I pretended like I was gonna get a degree and stuff. But then I was doing comedy. I was at UCB since I was like 19. Since I was 18. I was planning on it. I was definitely planning on it, because I got out of high school and I was like, since I was going to college for free, I was like, parents, will you get me a sketch class? And they got me a sketch class. It was like, $350 or whatever back then. That was back, you know, back when UCB still did classes outside of their new little whatever thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got in before that.
You think so?
Not that it's worse or anything, but just that I think it's cooler that I was there before it was like established.
Yeah, because that's a serious operation they've got going.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I feel like I was there when it was still at least a little scrappy.
Easier to get noticed and get around, you know.
Yeah.
Before.
And I don't even think I was there when it was actually like easy to get noticed. Like I was still late. Like I was part of like the explosion of the bubble, because I don't think it's bursting anytime soon. I mean, it's still a verifiable entertainment machine. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You could verify that.
Yeah. They're probably verified on Twitter.
Yeah,
Is
for sure.
verified on Twitter?
It's getting easy to get those check marks.
It's getting really easy.
Do you have one?
No, but I called my manager and I was like, let's do a check mark when this next movie comes out. And he's like, you want one now? And I was like, I really don't need one. It doesn't really mean anything. It's like, if you don't have the followers, it's like, who cares if you're verified? It doesn't, my business isn't social media. Like, I'm not making money off of posting. I mean, you have to have like 1 million followers to make money off of that. You gotta have like, otherwise they just send you stuff to advertise.
Did this happen to you?
Nah, I wouldn't do it. I'd say no.
That's a pretty meager amount to sell out for.
It is, yeah. Free stuff.
Yeah, that you're showing on the internet.
Yeah.
Where like anybody has a platform. It's not like you're hawking something on TV where it's like, you know, people move across the country to get on TV and try that out and stuff. Your phone is just like anybody just go on their phone and like advertise something.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's like, it's cool. It's definitely cool to get free stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it's not, knowing how much it's worth to them, I wouldn't do it. Because I'm like, even if I just had 100,000 followers, if like a company's hitting you up, like, we'll give you free stuff, I'd be like, no, like, I don't want stuff. I want money. Like, I don't need your stuff.
Do you ever hear about the Taco Bell Feed the Beat sponsorship? Yeah. That's rough. For those of you who don't know, you can get, if you're like a working band, you know, not like nobody bands, but not Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
You know, like a working band, South by Southwest official show level band.
Yeah.
You get like your like booking manager or whatever to like email them, but Taco Bell gives you $500 worth of Taco Bell gift cards for tour.
It's not even enough. It's not even enough money to eat Taco Bell the whole time you're on tour.
How much could you eat of it?
That'd be the grossest.
How often? They don't even have Taco Bell everywhere.
No, they don't. They don't.
And a lot of times, like you're getting fed at other places, and for $500.
I know. It's like they could just give you $500, but they don't.
And it's to put like your name on TacoBell.com.
It sucks.
That's
Haven't there been some bands that like came up from that though?
Probably, or like
I think there's like a band that's famous that.
There's a band that stayed at my house once from England who got it, and they didn't even know what Taco Bell was. They were just like, yeah, sounds good.
Oh fuck.
And like they played at Coachella.
Wow. So I mean, I guess if you're not making any money off of art, and then Taco Bell's like, here's $500, except only in tacos.
Yeah.
You could sell it.
You could, one of those
for like $250.
Yeah, one of those shady liquor stores that like you can cash out your EBT.
Yeah.
You do it with Taco Bell.
They do that?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's a scam.
Really?
What you do is you go with your EBT card, which you can only use to buy food, you know.
Yeah.
And they'll go to the market, and then they'll charge like $400 on the EBT card to the market and give you like $200 in cash.
Oh, so you get way less. That's crazy.
There's got to be something in it for the liquor store owner.
They're getting 400. They're getting 200.
I don't know what the exact rate is. I'm sure you could shop it around
and
get like a better percentage.
That's crazy.
Yeah, all sorts of scams out there.
Yeah, there's tons of scams.
Yeah.
Credit cards.
Uh,
That's a bad scam.
well, you know, the way I see it is the credit card companies are kind of scamming their consumers a little bit,
Yeah, I don't
tricking
have,
them. And you don't have any kind of credit card?
No, I don't have any credit.
That's good.
Zero credit. That way, if my credit was ever touched, it would be like, I'd get like they'd call me, you know? Like if anybody tried to mess with my credit, like it's like I would know in an instant.
You know, you need to build credit though.
That's a lie.
That's a lie?
Yeah, you need cash. What do you need to build credit for?
To get a loan, I'm with you. Like, I'm never gonna, like...
You don't need it. You don't need it. I mean, if you're like mortgaging a house, it's like, you know, if you don't have the down payment, you might as well rent. Like, if you don't have the down payment for a house, it's like, what are you doing? Are you going to be paying, like, 30 years to pay off this house when you could just, like, rent? Especially nowadays. It's like, I've read tons of articles that are like, it's better to rent. Because it's like, you never know when you're going to move. Like, especially in entertainment.
See, I would disagree with you on that, because in entertainment, you might get a big pile of money for being a movie or something like that. You can put that into the house will appreciate in value. So if your career goes belly up in 10 years or whatever, you're not working anymore, you'll have this house that's worth a few $100,000 more theoretically than what you paid for it.
But then you won't need a mortgage if you can buy it outright.
If you get the...
Because that's my plan.
You just get enough to just
buy a house. Yeah, buy like in the Midwest or something and rent it out, and like, you know, you buy apartment properties and you buy cheaper investments.
You gotta invest that money, Bill.
Yeah, I don't. I have to.
You gotta get money in the stock market.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
You
Put
know,
it in mutual funds.
I got I got retirement funds.
Yeah, you gotta do stuff like that, because the stock market just goes up and up and up and up and up since they started it.
Yeah, you put money in it and you just let it sit there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard about Bitcoin too. I heard Bitcoin in the next 50 years is going to appreciate to like $1 million per Bitcoin.
That's what I hear. Do you know anybody who uses it, who has it?
No, but I know people who bought it like 3 years ago, and now it's at $2,400 today per Bitcoin. So say you bought like 100 Bitcoin at $100 each or something stupid, like when it crashed a few years ago. If you have 100 Bitcoin today, you could cash out at like $200,000.
Is anybody doing that though?
No, they're waiting. It's supposed to get to $10,000 by the end of the year.
Why? Because ISIS is using Bitcoins and stuff, and it's untraceable?
Yeah, everybody's using Bitcoin.
So you think that's the thing, Bitcoin? It's going to be a thing?
Yeah, because China and Russia recently, in 2014, this is like a literal article I read. I didn't just come up with this, it's not like a conspiracy. They just agreed to debunk the US dollar. So like the US dollar is going to tank. Bitcoin comes from China. Like it was invented, and a lot of the people who mined it were from China. Like they really were like, they went into it, you know, a lot more than America did.
But you mine it just doesn't make any sense to me. That this just seems like it's not going to work.
I don't know.
Like, don't you have any sense, Bill? Think about this.
I don't have any money in Bitcoin.
But you're sure that like, oh no, it's the next big thing.
I feel like I'm going to regret not having any money in Bitcoin.
Well, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
However, well, I'll put it this way. I know if I invest in it, then it really is not going to turn out.
Right, yeah.
If I don't touch it, then it's going to take off.
That's how I feel. If I don't invest in it, it will go off. And if I do invest in it, it'll never take off.
Yeah, and that's maybe what I need to do just to ensure that it won't. It just seems so crazy.
Yeah. Well, then the other big thing is like, you know, when the Silk Road guy got caught?
Silk Road,
the drug
yeah.
website. I read that the government just sold his Bitcoins. They seized them, and then they're like, I want some Bitcoins, bitches. And then they sold them.
I don't think it's going to take off.
I don't trust it.
No. I saw you on Instagram
Yeah.
over here. Oh, let's talk about that weird flyer we saw.
Oh yeah, teens.
What did that say? I totally forgot about that. I wasn't even, it was one of those things that as it was happening, I was just like, uh-huh.
Yeah.
But then now that I'm thinking about it, it was a flyer.
Sign. It's one of those child trafficking signs, I think. But it said they needed parent approval.
What did it say? It said teen jobs not selling candy.
Yeah, we will not be selling candy.
What do you think this job is?
I don't know. I have no idea. It's probably sketchy.
I bet it's selling magazines.
You think so?
It's just something that isn't candy.
Yeah, it's not candy, but it's like magazines. Or like,
what other jobs could you do if you're a kid?
I don't know.
You just gotta go like push some crap because.
Yeah, you gotta go push crap.
Work at
sell
some
candy.
stupid store. Did I ever sell candy?
Yeah.
Yeah, in 5th grade.
Yeah.
But it was for like a fundraiser for the school. It was C's Candy, which is good. It's good quality candy, and they just sold it to you at half the price.
Oh wow.
And then you would sell it, and if you sold the whole box, it would pay for itself and pay for your field trip.
That's awesome.
So it was a good deal.
Cool.
And like it's good candy, so I ate a couple of them.
Oh wow.
But no, when you see like those kids like at the big things, and
it's so ridiculous.
It seems rough.
Yeah, it is.
You ever do it?
I think I sold C's candy.
Oh, so you let me go on, and you were just like, oh, I actually did the same thing.
I don't know. I just was asking you.
You knew about selling C's candy.
Yeah.
You ever work any weird odd jobs?
I did sing in my church choir. They paid me.
They paid you to sing in church?
Because they had a college student initiative. They wanted good singers. I made like $700 or something.
For singing choir?
Yeah.
Man, you know all the good hustles.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
You a good singer?
Yeah. Pretty good. Baritone bass.
So did you grow up singing in church?
Yeah, and then I did choir in high school. And I always tell people I have no musical education, but I mean, I did like, years of reading music. Like I can read music lightly. Like I'm not like exact about it.
But
like
so you have a lot of musical education.
I guess, yeah. Yeah.
You can read music.
I can read music. I can make harmonies. I taught myself how to play piano. I can't like read, like I couldn't tell you what note was what note, but I could like guess it.
Could you sight sing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have quite a bit of musical training.
Yeah.
I think.
I could sight sing.
Do you ever get to use your singing talents?
I make music.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Yeah, so I sing on it.
Is it out there? Do people know about that?
Yeah, the first song I made was called Weird Ass Dog. I didn't know where to push it, but I put it on Facebook, and I don't know if I'll do that again. I feel like it's a trick, Facebook. Nobody watches all the way on Facebook. They watch like the first 5 seconds, and then they're like, I've seen it, I'm scrolling more. Maybe it was my content though, so who knows. I'm gonna keep going.
You really want to reach people on Facebook, you gotta make one of those videos with no sound that just has words of what you're seeing.
Yeah, that's what I watch mainly.
Yeah, me too.
I watch a lot of videos with no sound on, because I'm on the go and I'm like, yeah.
How does that make you feel that, you're busting your ass working in all these movies and writing sketches and doing stuff like that, but, and I speak from doing this show for, an hour every week, the most satisfying entertainment is just like a video with no sound. Like that's what most people want to look at a little bit more.
How do I feel about it?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, do you think that bodes negatively or positively for the future of media?
I think it's good because then you can make art for people who care about it and make money off of it potentially. But you won't necessarily become like overexposed and like I would have hated to become like a movie star in like the 90s, because then like they're all fucking zoo animals forever now. Whereas now if you lead a movie, it's like, unless you're literally like leading a Marvel movie, no one knows you're doing that. Like you know, the stars of like not Kevin Spacey or like Robin Reed, I forget her name, Robin, his wife in the show. Like I might recognize like Mahershala, but that's because now he's kind of kept going. But like, you know, there's not nearly as many recognizable celebrities as there used to be, which is kind of tight. I like anonymity a lot.
That you can just like move from field to field and keep some integrity.
Yeah.
And some control over things because it's kind of more fractured.
It's more fractured, and maybe that's just because I haven't done something yet that people would really like connect and attach to, though. Like maybe that's why I have that perception of it. Because I think as much as people like that little content, I think it's still an avenue to the longer content.
Yeah,
like
you need a meal.
Yeah.
You gotta make a meal of it. The little stuff is just, it's your micro-dosing entertainment.
Yeah, it's like I watch a lot of that, but it kind of makes me angry. Not even because I think it's bad or I'm like jealous. I'm just like, this is bad. Like, you know, you go online, you see the same fucking joke over and over again all day. Like, whatever people are talking about that day, you see the same fucking joke like 50 times. Everybody online uses the exact same joke formats. It's like, I mean, that's how it's always been. I mean, stand-up is like you know, if you read a book about stand-up in the 80s or 90s or even nowadays, it's like, realistically, it's the same formats over and over again. And once you know the format, it stops surprising you, which is the essence of it. So I'm not really worried about the internet taking over traditional media or comedy, because when you're telling a story or when you're making longer form content, there's a lot more space to create new stuff, which I think people still want. I mean, that's what goes viral. I think I talked about this with Kenny too, is that...
Yeah, because you've gone viral before.
I've been in things that went viral, yeah.
That's well, yeah, I mean, I guess it's, yeah.
I didn't
same
make
thing. But, you know, you've been a party to...
I've been a party to viral.
Viral.
Yeah, I've been in multiple...
viruses.
Viral videos.
Yeah, you've been part of a virus.
I've been part of a virus. Yeah. I've been part of multiple viral things. And it doesn't do any... I mean, somebody called me today and they were like, you're in the Dennis Quaid Funny or Die thing. I did a podcast today about that, and I was like, oh yeah, this resonated with people. Like, it's like, I don't think about it, because like, I'm a little detached anyway. Yeah. Same thing when I meet somebody like Spade or like a celebrity, like, it's nothing about them. I'm just generally kind of like nihilistic, I think.
Where do you think that comes from?
I think I just read, I could read by the time I was like 5, so I think I started conceptualizing stuff that you don't normally think about as a kid, and my dad was kind of super insistent on teaching me about like the universe and science and stuff like that. And I don't know, I have like, my friend joked about it, that I'm like the most positive nihilistic person ever, because I'll like, it's not existentialism, because I think existentialism is more like, oh, there's like an emptiness to it. I'm definitely nihilistic. Like, I think everything is bad, and I think it's all pointless and bad. And I think that it doesn't bother me. Like, I think I'm very happy knowing that. Like, I'm very glad that I know that it's all stupid and bad.
Everything is bad?
Yeah, like, what's good?
Sunsets.
Okay.
The beach.
But what sunset? Are you thinking of the LA sunset?
Sunset Boulevard. Long Street.
See, that's the thing.
It's good.
That's the separation, is I like those things, but that doesn't mean I think that they're good.
If it's something that people like, then it's good, because people get to like it.
Yeah, but I like I like the convenience of a plastic cup, but that doesn't mean a plastic cup is good.
It's amazing. What are you talking about?
It's just
you didn't have to go to like a kiln. You didn't have to make a cup yourself.
Yeah, but just because I didn't have to make it myself doesn't mean it has to be plastic. Like I could have brought my water bottle. You know what I mean?
But the fact that you didn't have to, that they just had a cup here, you don't think that's good?
No. I think it's bad.
It's bad? Well,
take it away.
No, I'm not going to. You've already been drinking out of it.
No, I think it's good. I love to destroy the environment, so I think it's fine. I always say that to people, like when there's tons of snacks and stuff, I'm always eating them. Like, I'm eating the damn environment right now. It tastes so good to destroy the environment.
But compared to other things destroying the environment, that reef down in Australia, that's not going well.
No,
that's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gonna be gone.
That's what people think. I actually read an article that says it could be resolved, but it's not gonna be.
It's not. It could be, but
it could be if people stopped running their boats on that reef.
Well, I'm probably never going down there. So I'm probably never going to that reef.
No,
so.
I'm never going to go.
They had a good run, I think.
They had a good run.
Yeah.
Hey,
reef is good though.
I think it's all going to fall apart, and I don't mind.
How long do you think society's got?
Society will keep going for a long time, but like society as we know it, I think like unless we like reverse like some of the plastic waste and stuff like that, probably like a century and a half. I'd say like 150 years, and I think that's probably a bad guess because the sea is supposed to be edible fish.
Yeah.
They're going to be gone by like 2030. Like you're not going to be able to eat fish. Like it's going to be inedible.
No, they're going to farm them.
Yeah, but how are you going to get the eggs and stuff?
They farm them.
They already farm them, but like there's not going to be like catchable fish in the ocean.
They'll have them at the farm.
I'm ready for it.
There's not like huntable cows out. You know what I mean? Like it's just going to be like any other food thing.
You're right.
Yeah,
I'm a disastrous.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll keep getting new phones.
Yeah.
I love batteries.
You like battery?
Oh,
AA, AAA?
Shit, it doesn't matter. Just give them to me and throw them in a dump.
Look, we know the stuff is bad. We're working on it. Just that we even know about it is good.
Yeah.
Look on the bright side, man.
Okay.
We're being nihilists. That's cool too.
I love to be it.
Yeah.
I always am on that side. I think it's good to talk about it. But I'm not doing anything. I'm in the industry of death.
Bull riding?
Yeah. That's what I'm really trying to get into.
Yeah. That seems hard.
That is really hard. Because you don't even make the money, I bet, if you lose. You could probably have a sponsorship. Who sponsors you if you're a bull rider?
Shepler's Western Wear, I bet.
Who?
Shepler's Western Wear?
Oh, yeah.
Dillard's department store?
Dillard's.
That's something they have in Western
Probably
places.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald's is a big sponsor of bull riding.
Maybe.
They're like eating a burger. Now we have Tony Quattro coming up. He's going to eat a damn McDouble. And,
on Bodacious the Bull. Yeah.
I'm down. That's a great thing.
But you get a lot of girls as a bull rider. I bet
maybe.
that's the payoff.
Maybe. If your dick works.
The bull does something.
Slam in your dick.
Rodeo clown.
Or guys, You get a lot of guys.
It takes all kinds.
Yeah.
So Bill, what's next for you? What does the future hold for you?
I'm gonna be I'm shooting Valley Girl. We'll see if I'm in it, but I'm shooting it this month or next month. And then there's a couple things cooking.
Yeah. I think we'll be seeing a lot more of you, Bill.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Anytime they need a burnout.
I know, I'm ready.
I think you got it, man.
I'm gonna keep riding this wave until it runs out.
Look, people talk about like being typecast as a bad thing.
Yeah.
It means that you're like working enough that people know you for something.
Yeah, it's like a gift.
Yeah, it really is.
That's one of the first, I took a free class And the girl was like, she used McLovin as an example, and I was like, it seems like the universe tailored this class for me, because he kept doing that same character. It wasn't like he was like, he didn't reject it. He was never like, ugh, I don't want to be this nerd. Like, it's like, he just kept doing it, and then, you know, he made an indie.
Yes, is McLovin doing good? Did you ever work with him?
No, I haven't worked with him, but he has an Instagram show. They just sold it to a TV network, I think. They just made a big announcement.
An Instagram show?
Yeah.
That's a thing now?
Blark and Son.
Man, I'm so far behind.
Dude, you can do anything. You can do anything right now.
It's good.
Yeah, really.
It's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
I probably broke a contract tonight.
No one will know.
No one will know.
No one will know. Trust me. And anybody watching this, they're not going to tell.
They better. They better call Deadline. I'm trying to get in trouble. I'm bad.
Wow, we could have just broken our first ever story on this show.
Yeah.
I feel like a real journalist.
That'd be pretty huge. I'm probably gonna get sued by Mr. Sandler.
That'd be a cool keepsake.
Yeah, get sued by
Letterhead.
Mr. Covert.
Letterhead.
Get sued by Grandma's boy himself.
Yeah. Billy Madison, great movie.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, they're all funny.
Yeah.
It was hilarious working with Spade and Alan Covert's really funny. It was like,
it would be an honor to be sued by them.
It would be an honor to be sued by them.
Yeah.
I'll pay them back the money they gave me.
Just for the opportunity. Well, Bill, thank you so much for coming on. Please come back again sometime.
Yeah, I will.
In a couple months or something.
Yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, this is Adam Papagan reminding you that there's a place you can go, and it's your mind. Good night.